Alright, we're back. Continuing on our journey to find the temples. There we go. Got it eventually. It's over here somewhere. That's it there, nice. I think after this, might go and potentially register the ships I have and then sell them, see if I can make a bit of a profit. What are you? Just looking at some of the perks. And I was trying to see if there's like a perk for increasing your like mining efficiency. And there is a perk where you can get like more. Let me show you real quick. So we have one here. Where is it? I believe it's in science. It is science. This one, geology. So, get more common and uncommon inorganic resources from surfaces. Get more rare, get more exotic. So I'm assuming that means basically you harvest more. Which if that's the case, we might have to spec into that. What's on this planet resource-wise? Where's the temple? Cool crystals. 18% oxygen. Is this world habitable? Tau Temple. Temple Tau. Yeah, see the boost pack off the bat. Like, even if you activate 2 boosts, you don't actually gain much height. Kind of. But I'm assuming you can upgrade our boost packs. In the temple we go. And the 0G is online. I wonder what caused them to despawn. Behind. There we go, another one. There we go. Getting better at this. We've only got like 2 more temples after this, and I think we unlock all the powers. Kind of cool. Hoping there'll be like a unique kind of like dialogue or options. Like the star people are like, yeah, you can't control the power, and it's like, excuse me, bitch, I have all the powers.
Can you imagine the technology to build something like this?
Yeah, I can also imagine this guardian appearing. I'm hoping we can use those quantum essences for like other things. Oh, that's all the power so far. Alright. Alright, let's head to Jameson, but we'll head to New Atlantis. Talk to the bartender and sell some of our ships. Almost level 25, which is nice. If this is like, I'm assuming it's gonna be like More like Fallout, where like the level is infinite. Technically.
Hey, can we skip the local chunks this time? Never agrees with my style.
Alright, let me just save here for a minute, because I need to double check. Quick save. Okay.
Hey, what can I do for you?
Yo, what up, my man?
Need some work done?
Okay, so if I look at my
I'm sure you
ships,
can find.
sell. So this ship, if I go to register this ship, it costs me 17,000 credits to register. So let me register it. And then sell it for... Okay, so I make a profit of 3k. Register that for 10. Okay. Kepler, I'm going to sell that. Gotta... actually, let me check what... I'll check what ships he has to sell in a minute. Oh, she empty. What ships you got for sale, big man?
I'm sure you can find.
I sold you that. I also sold you that. Didn't sell you that. Galileo looks... I kind of like that ship. I think it looks very cool. It looks like it's designed for, like, space exploration. Asphalt? What is that? That's a very cool ship. Shield breaker. I want to know who makes these, like, design of ships. Because they're very cool. Alright, let's go. Let's go talk to the... Go and talk to the bartender.
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
Some of the perks are easier to level up than others. Like the selling one is extremely easy. To the point where you could just speed run it by going and buying a load of food and just reselling it.
Hope life is treating you well.
Hello.
Let me know if I can get you anything. Hey there.
Hello.
Always nice to see a new face. First time in New Atlantis?
No. Didn't think it was that obvious.
Oh boy. I didn't mean for you to take it personally. It's just something to say to customers. Break the ice. Know what I mean? Listen, you just relax. Make yourself comfortable. You're welcome to stay as long as you want. That work for you, new guy? Let me know if there's anything I can get you.
Business seems booming. Heard any news lately?
I hear there's some sort of citizens group trying to get the old Valroon embassy torn down. When I first heard about it, I thought it was a bit extreme, but really, would you want to move into that place? Me neither. And it's not like they're ever coming back. House Valroon, I mean? Well, at least not make nice and be all diplomatic. We all know how that went. Catch you later.
Was that the person I was supposed to talk to? Talk to the bartender. You are the bartender.
Hey there, new guy.
Stop calling me new guy.
Good to see you again. Can I get you something?
Business seems to be booming.
Yep. Spaceport traffic keeps me pretty busy. But just between you and me, I've got something in the works that'll change everything. A new drink that'll make this place famous. Galaxy-wide.
Well, I have to give this a try.
You would love it, I guarantee. Only, I can't make you one right now. Don't have the ingredients. I made a deal with a hauler to bring me some small samples of an ingredient I think will make all the difference. But it never showed up. Turns out the guy I hired was also hired by a few other folks. The kind of folks who ship less than legal cargo. Security got wind, and the whole lot was impounded. Now they're just sitting on it, taking their sweet time like they always do. It's killing me.
You should go talk security.
I submitted all the paperwork, believe me. It won't amount to anything, but I did it. And really, I'm not even certain this is what I need to finish the recipe. I think it is. I need to get my hands on that cargo.
It sure sounds like you need a helping hand.
I really do. It's gonna keep me awake nights if I don't try. Before we say anything else, I am in no way asking you to do anything that might violate any of the many, many laws in place here in New Atlantis or the larger United Colonies. This is just one friend talking to another friend, asking if maybe that friend could possibly find a way to get her important cargo out of the impound. And if, hypothetically, that were done in a less than 100% legal way, well, that might not be the worst thing in the world. You, with me on this?
Surely you're not seriously considering this course of action. The last thing we need is UC security on our backs.
Yeah, sure. Right. Okay. I totally get it. I can't even believe I suggested it. I can wait the 18 months until they release it. Probably. It'll be fine. Just stop by anytime.
Okay, so yeah, so don't want the wife to hate me. Let's go do this duty mission. Talk to Keeper Achilles. This will be my first time talking to the These ATMs work? No, we're not stealing. Commercial district.
I've flown across most of the separate systems in all kinds of spacecraft, and yet
The kids miss you.
Go sell some stuff real quick to Outland. See if there's anything nice.
Oh, you're only as... I would never dream of selling. Please do.
Yeah. I need to sell some stuff. Nice, back up to 120k.
See you around.
I feel like if we get some points, perk points, level up that perk, the mining perk, so you can get more, and we find like a planet with maybe gold or something. That was House for Room.
Yes, exactly. It's like
When someone insults you, you want to just beat the shit out of them sometimes, but you don't.
well, not quite what I was thinking, but that's actually a great example, Marcus. The man in the story was cruel. Do you know why he was cruel? You must feel what he feels, understand his pain, accept it, and deliver it not back upon him.
Empathy. You mean empathy? But you say it like it's easy. Like anyone can just love a terrible person who has been terrible to them.
Yeah, why even bother? I mean, isn't the cycle of humanity peace and war back and forth, like forever? Seems kind of pointless to try so hard for something that won't last. Nothing ever really changes.
It's not easy, no, but necessary. Because you see, everything has changed. God has given us the intelligence, the ingenuity to reach into the stars, to travel his path, to truly find him. But we can't do it alone. The only way is through... unity. Ah, yes, Andreas. Yes. Unity. Well, I'm sure you all have other things to do. Thank you for taking the time to stop and talk with me.
He's giving me a lot to think about.
Hello there, Keeper.
I had this
Keeper Aquilus,
And
can we have a moment?
I
Oh, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents?
crazy at first.
Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds?
We need to talk about unity.
Oh. Yeah. How humanity comes together. How we are to love each other even as our universe becomes even more complex.
That's not exactly what we mean. Keeper, when you talk about unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something secret?
Perhaps we should talk about this inside.
Sanctum Universum. Freestar Collective. Oh, they've got an embassy. Got dark very quickly. Oh, huh? Huh? Oh. That's a very cool door. Thank you.
Now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you two here?
It started with the discovery of these anomalies, the artifact.
They're like nothing we've ever seen, Keeper. Gravitational distortion, sub-audio harmonic sequencing, unidentifiable energy fluctuations.
I caught half of that. So, these things are unusual? Even in your experience? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe. Beyond rational thought. We enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. And it's brought you here.
We know it's a stretch, but we hope you can help us.
I think I can. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path to discovering its meaning. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's more.
Let's hear the story.
In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun. And he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code? A way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least his grave.
Sounds like a very specific outside.
Yes, something must be there. I just can't put my finger on it. Maybe the answer will become clear when we have more. The House of Enlightenment and Varun have versions of this story.
I'll talk to them.
The Enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis helping the poorest citizens find a better life for themselves. Varun worshippers are more enigmatic, but there is a lone zealot that was captured recently for attacking UC ships. I visited her a couple of times. Hopefully, she'll be willing to talk to you as well.
I'll stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up.
Thank you.
And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions.
How's Faroon first? Wait, who are you? Okay, Sanctum Universum. House of Enlightenment. No, I'm not a member, sorry. Spaceport.
Oh, I've always liked that statue. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Well, hello. You hear about the job by any chance? The officer over there can help you with any bounty issues. Let me know if you have any questions.
Will do.
A visitor? I have all the company I need. He knows not the truth. He sends another to ask more incessant questions.
Perhaps you should hear us out before you decide to cast judgment.
The Great Serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more, no less.
Anything you could tell us would be tremendously helpful.
Yes, I have spoken to your keeper about this. I will tell you what I told him, and then you will leave me. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the Great Serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy, and delivers the killing blow. That is all. I have heard of no such thing. If it exists, it is a shadow that the Great Serpent casts to deceive the faithless.
I think I understand.
Then we are done. Leave me.
Whoops.
I've heard you've been making the settled system safer. It's not much, but take this.
Oh, thanks. Not much, he said. 2,000 credits. That's more than I get for missions. Really nice of you.
contrary to what you might have heard, UC security personnel are good people. And Sergeant Yumi just happens to be my friend.
I have nothing but admiration for the United Colonies. Alright, out of the whale. To the whale. Wait, we are on the spaceport. What the fuck? How can we go to the spaceport again?
I have things for you.
You look like you need something, yeah?
Welcome to the House of Enlightenment.
Hello.
If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry, we're doing everything we can. Oh, you're not. Sorry. Can I help you?
Hello, I need to talk about the pilgrim. Keeper Aquila sent me.
We don't mean to be intrusive. Any information you could provide would be very useful.
Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity pilgrim. But since you both insist, our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilas is describing.
Let's hear it.
A man walks into the first House of Enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of two that.
What do they mean by that?
It's part of our core principles. There's no God pushing us to do good for some eternal reward. We have to help each other because we choose to. If no one takes responsibility for making the settled systems better, then we're just leaving it to the tyrants to bully the rest of us.
Maybe there's a hidden message?
Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again.
Thank you. You've given me a lot to talk about. Can you tell me anything else about Unity?
Besides what the Keeper would say about it? Sounds like a gathering point, or a center. Or, in mathematics, it would mean one, like the one, the first or the beginning.
Thank you.
Always happy to help. If you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of aid efforts to coordinate.
Can I join? Can I join you guys?
I do odd jobs at evening hours.
Nice talking to you.
Crates, stock
Hope
shelves,
you find whatever it is
floors.
you're looking for.
It's not much, but it's
What is the House of Enlightenment?
We started as an intellectual movement built around atheism. As our numbers increased, we began focusing on humanitarian efforts and showing what humanity can achieve when we work together.
Who pays for all this?
We don't exactly pass around an offering plate, if that's what you're asking. But we do run mostly on donations. And as you might have guessed from the surroundings, we try and stretch those donations as far as we can.
Any work?
Perfect. It just so happens there's a task I need help with right now. Indeed. Sometimes it just works out that way. People with mutual interests seek each other out, and by working together, we achieve something greater than ourselves. As for the job, I need you to pick up a man named Tahir over at the medbay. He's recovering from some injuries and needs assistance getting back to his apartment. I'd like you to pick him up, grab a bite to eat, and take him home.
I can do that. Why isn't the UC having him?
That's a touchy subject. Tahir's had several run-ins with UC security, including tagging, theft, and brawls. He also blames the UC for the conditions in the well, not to mention his own personal difficulties. And since he won't accept help from the authorities, the house is stepping in to provide some aid.
I'll do it.
Great. You'll find him over at the medbay. He's probably hungry, so after you pick him up, escort him over to Kay's. She should have a meal ready for him to take home. And thanks.
Man just gave me $3 grand. Yeah, let's do this.
We're hiring if you're interested. Ask him.
All right, Bella, you coming or not? This is the last time I'm gonna offer.
I don't need your help. I can walk home on my own.
Suit yourself. But if you get lost or end up in a cell, don't blame me. I tried to help.
Pain is killing me. Hey, you wouldn't happen to know where the soccer nets are? My apartment's in the same area. I got a bad case of the brain fog. I can't seem to remember which way to go.
I heard you may be having some trouble and I'm here to take you home.
Really? Is this some sort of scam? I'll have you know, I got no creds.
Not a scam, just Andy Singe.
Andy Singh?
Sing, apologies.
Well, if I'm gonna owe anyone, I'd rather it be the house than the UC. Alright, you win. Seeing as I got no one else, might as well roll the dice with a stranger. So, go on, lead the way.
Alright, come on Andy, we're going to Kay's first for food. Hello.
Always. You know why this place has stood for so long? I make sure everyone's comfy. I tell it like it is, and I don't take any shit.
Fair.
I've got it right here. Is this for you to hear?
Well, I don't have any credits, so...
It's for to hear.
Then you're good. I already talked to Andy, and this one's on the house.
Thanks, Kay.
You're welcome, kid. It's just good to see you alive and well. You know, there was a time when you'd be in here every night.
Things change, Kay.
I know. Believe me, I know. And I get it's hard to come out here, but just... don't be a stranger, okay?
I'm sorry, I'll try not to.
Good. I'm glad we got that sorted. Here's the soup. Be careful, it's a little hot.
Oh, let's go. Your house is by soccer nets? Well, that's a fucking safety hazard.
Ah, here we are. Home sweet home.
Certainly is.
At the end of the day, home is home, even if it's a bad one. But thanks for the help. I probably would have found it on my own, but it would have been a chore.
Where you go? Here's your soup.
Oh, right, the soup from Kay's. Man, it's been a long time since I had a warm meal. You might say that. Before I got hurt, I used to stop by Kay's every night for a soup and a sandwich. It didn't matter how bad my day was, or how empty my pockets were. As long as I had my food and my beer, I'd be good. All that weight would just wash away. And to be honest, I haven't felt that feeling in ages. Until now. So, you doing this for me, it means a lot. Thanks.
No problem. It's nice meeting you.
Likewise. I don't have a lot of connections around here. Not anymore, anyway. I appreciate meeting someone I can call a friend. Thanks.
Oh, that was...
I'm as cool as solid
Well, that's slightly true. Huh? Why the fuck is he on neon? Okay, okay. Let's go. I'm assuming Mateo is a member of this sanctum.
I picked up something you might be interested in. Whatever you need, you got it. Oh, yes, of course.
Thanks, Sarah.
Trees here are quite...
I'm back.
Oh, you're back. What did you learn? Was there something hidden in their stories, like we thought?
The Enlightenment story used the word second and two.
Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system. What else did you learn?
House Faroon 4 times over 122
If
days.
there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates. Was there anything else?
Yeah.
Yes. What he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, we'd need to know the name of the star system, wouldn't we? Let's see. We have something that could be coordinates. Something that could point to a planet in the system. But what's the name of the system? Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and dumb. Well, that's certainly how I feel.
Indum.
Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum. At 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the Pilgrim's resting place. And from there, maybe you'll find the true meaning of unity. Before you go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives in our universe. In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophies with you on this journey. I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was, what interpretation would you give it? And once you know, what will you do? Even the most objective scientist holds the belief that observation itself will be of benefit to humanity. You will be taking a similar part of yourself with you when you find the answer. Will that not color your perception of it? So you intend to find the truth, and then have that truth confirmed by your peers. Unity is a reality born of observation and agreement?
It's the scientific method, and I swear by it myself.
Well, I won't keep you any longer. This has been fun, I have to admit. Go, find your truth.
Thank you, Keeper. It's actually quite an enjoyable conversation. Alright, we're going to... Haven't I been to Indom before? She's a bit of a jump. Bit of a jump, bit of a jump.
All right, let's get this crate into space.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, shit.
You're going down.
Where are you? Get off my tail, motherfucker. Oh. Let's dock, shall we? Steal another ship. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. We'll just blow it out of the sky for space.
Fancy flying, stranger. Please, killing spacers is good for the soul. Micro wants you to know how much we appreciate. Any way we can repay you?
Money, please.
Of course. Thanks again for the help.
Let me grab this stuff. Also have to get the crowd. There we go, 2,000 creds. Spacer Jackal. Spacer Scarab. Alright. How the planet we go? Pilgrim's Rest. We've been here before. Interesting.
Oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen. It's all here.
Wonder if the pilgrim will have a cool outfit. You said this had oxygen, Sarah. It does. It's got negative 18 degrees. It's irrelevant if we can breathe on it. Okay. Alright, let's start over here, shall we? Oh. Here all the blinders are just for their sight. I once wore them myself after all. I hope for the sake that someday. Oh. Interesting. Problems writing 5. We don't want to find 5 just yet. Let's go check outside for the other ones. So here's the crux of my trouble. To accomplish anything, I need to work with the other people. I need assistance workers' hands. As we work together, they inevitably question, and I can never help talking. It starts innocent enough. They want to know how someone who believes in science can also believe in the divine. Or they have their own misunderstanding instilled by some borderline religious remnant. My weakness is my inability to let alone. I want them to understand, so I try gently as I might to nudge their mind. Then there are follow-ups and followings. The trouble is I genuinely care for these people. It'd be so much easier if I didn't. Are you fucking Jesus? Stone building 3.
The frost is starting to interfere.
In a soft voice, Mrs. asked me if there was anything about the Unity. It was all I could do to keep from shouting, that I could scarcely comprehend the misunderstanding that would have led to such a question. It was asked honestly, and I answered as best I could. But if even my closest confidant here can fail to grasp the most basic of these truths, why am I bothering to explain any of it to any of them? Every word that drops from my mouth gets gobbled up, misheard, misremembered, misunderstood, and mistranslated before I can issue the slightest clarification. People are necessary, but people are madness. I attempted to withdraw, to go off alone, to commune with Uni in my own time. They followed, of course. Of course they followed. At the last bit of peace, a piece of paper. Is that anything? Is that funny? Why am I trying to be funny? Have they driven me mad at last? Is there a difference between writing to myself and talking to myself? The former certainly seems more acceptable than the latter. I recall again that my mind is my own, and that even if only it exists, that is sufficient for me to believe in everything else. The Unity has restored me once more. The time I act alone for now. This time I act alone. Myself is a formidable opponent. I should have expected as much, but vanity is thankfully not among my vices. Regardless, it turns out time spent in solitude is in my case time with a very sick man. Otherwise, it is I have become. I don't like this person. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, let's read the 5th book. I find myself thinking about various pasts and possible futures. I imagine continuing on the road, acquiring more power, more knowledge, more development of myself. I imagine passing through one more to another world to begin the process anew. What is notable here, the road does seem gratifying. Every step is one of intrinsic reward, and I feel myself anticipating the pleasures and seeing a more contented version of myself in the future. Then, for the sake of considering all possibilities, I imagine if I took a different path, if I stopped running, stopped seeking to gather my own powers, if I instead embraced the twinges of compassion I feel in my heart and let myself care for the people who seem to gather about me wherever I try to work, if I simply lived and thought and perhaps brought others to light and died, the road also seems gratifying. I also see a contented version of myself in that future. Here's the difference though, when I stop thinking about the glories I could achieve for myself, the pleasure fades nearly immediately. When I stop thinking about staying and building something, the feeling endures. There must be something more sustaining about it, more fulfilling. I don't know what this difference signifies, but I'm grateful. Okay. Unlock personal room. If you came seeking the right answers, you will know what question to ask. What is the unity? I return your question with a question. If you read my writings, what is the burden of people? People are necessary, but people are madness. Who is my formidable opponent? Myself. What does enduring contentment come from? In stopping and embracing compassion. You came here seeking the true meaning of unity. If you still wish to find it, there is one final piece of myself in the next room. I found my answer a long time ago, but it's not the way I was expecting. I hope the journey gives you truth. Fuck me. Pilgrim's final writings. I don't know what the correct answer is. I might never. Increasingly, though, I am comfortable with not knowing. The more I reflect on being here in this world and this time, the more I think that it is precisely where I need to be. This time will be different. It won't be about me, so I won't have to run. I can actually build something with intent, instead of scrambling to fix something the others create in my name. It can be something beneficial. I can be something beneficial. I'm leaving behind that other person. The world has no place for him. Let him die, let me live, to enlighten the blessed universe before me. You have found the end of my journey, but to know everything, you must find the beginning. On Hyla, the island hides the scorpion, and the scorpion's sting hides the truth. God damn, we're getting fucking spiritual. So I'm guessing they're taking a kind of a play out of, like, real religion, following the idea that there was, like, a god. Not really a god, necessarily, but he was misinterpreted. Like, he says that he told them all a story and they all changed it in different ways. Oh, fuck off. Where'd he go? Huh? I see you, bitch. Fucker went invisible. Stop trying to run so I can kill you. Got one. Shields are back up. Ballistics are down. Where's your god now, bitch? You first. Thanks. We took a bit of damage. God dang.